In 2018 now, with 5 days to go, the race for governor is still too close to call. Two new polls out this week show it's tighter than ever, but a new poll shows something different. The Quinnipiac poll has Ned Lamont up by 4 percentage points. Then late last night, the Sacred Heart poll dropped. It has Stefanowski up by 3 percentage points. Both cases, that's within the margin of error. But today, there's a Gravis marketing survey that shows Lamont up 9%. Channel 3's Susan Raff is here now with what this all means as voters head to the polls. Susan, a lot of numbers to digest and think about.
A lot of numbers and hard to keep track of all these polls. But an important question that some ask during an election is how important are these polls? And to a large extent, they are important because it shows what's happening at any given time. But just as critical is voter turnout and who votes. We are in the final stretch, and the candidates for governor are traveling all over the state meeting voters. Ned Lamont was in Hartford Friday hearing from those who have started new businesses. Campaigning with him, U.S. Senator Mark Warner, a Democrat from Virginia, who grew up in Connecticut.
Ned and I share a lot of common traits. We were both business guys. I think we can both bring that approach to governing.
I'm going to go nonstop between now and Tuesday. I know how important it is, and I got to convince everybody their vote really matters.
Bob Stefanowski was in Litchfield, new territory for him. He's encouraged by the latest Sacred Heart University poll, which shows him a few points ahead.
We need to get the vote out. Democrats are coming up to me saying they're going to vote Republican first time ever.
In a Quinnipiac University poll that came out this week, Ned Lamont still does better with women voters. Political professor Bilal Sakou from the University of Hartford says minority voters in the larger cities are important for Democrats.
I mean, one of the problems of having an election in an off year is that turnout declines. And so for a Democrat in a state like Connecticut, where you in fact have a lot of better educated, high income people who probably vote Republican, you've got to turn out your base, and Ned Lamont needs that base to turn out.
Unaffiliated candidate Oz Griebel is trailing behind and could lose even more support as voters worry he can't win the election and start gravitating towards the other candidates.
The only poll that matters, as we said from the beginning, is the one that closes at 8 o'clock on Tuesday, November 6th. That's why we're out talking. Our momentum is very strong. Polls can't capture things like the energy and the passion that we have.
In the Quinnipiac University poll that came out this week, voters were asked, those who said that they supported Oz Griebel, who would be their second choice. A majority said they would support Ned Lamont. But again, polls are considered a snapshot in time, and what happens in Tuesday's election, well, we'll just have to wait and see. We are live at the state capitol in Hartford. Susan Raff, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.